5. Tonight it's Barnet against Yeovil Town, another 3 points at stake, and I'd like to welcome in all visiting supporters who have made a trip.
Well, hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to Hive Live Radio with myself, Rory Edwards, and alongside me is Brian Matovu, my co-commentator. He's sorting out his lip balm though. It's one of those sort of nights, isn't it, Brian?
Good evening, everyone. Yep, sorting out lip balm. It's still a bit chilly, but very much warmer than it was against York.
It's certainly getting a little bit warmer, isn't it? Spring is threatening to arrive, isn't it?
Yep, spring, summertime, end of this month. So.
And we know what that means. Obviously, it means that we're getting towards the kind of business end of the season now. Absolutely. The championship rounds, as Dean Brennan has called them. But why don't we start with the fantastic recent results? I mean, we all know that Barnet have been absolutely unplayable recently, but let's take the two last away games since York, and that's a whole other discussion, the incredible York performance. Oldham 0, Barnet 3, Rochdale 0, Barnet 4. I don't think anyone had that on their betting slip. Do you?
Absolutely not. I mean, most people I think would have expected Barnet to win at least one of the games, but to win both in such convincing fashion just shows the capability, the strength of Barnet. And we've seen players come back. Chapman's come back into the squad, and more or less Barnet seem like they're a fully fit side. Everyone's firing at the right time of the season, like you were saying. Championship rounds call for championship players, and that's what Barnet have produced over the last two games. To keep a clean sheet as well against a strong side in Oldham and Rochdale, who have been up and around the playoffs. Definitely Oldham should be in the playoffs come the end of the season. So to win 3-0 and to win 4-0 is testament to Dean Brennan's side and the squad.
Well, that's right. They're playoff sides, aren't they? I mean, it's not like you're beating, with all due respect, you're not beating sort of bottom of the league 4-0. Yeah. In fact, I think I saw someone say that kind of Ebbsfleet and Maidenhead put up a better fight than some of these so-called playoff teams and whatnot. I mean, Oldham fans were absolutely furious with that performance, didn't they? I'm sure people saw some of the online comments that were made after that game.
I think they got booed off the pitch as well. Just not happy with that, losing 3-0 at home, and Oldham have won at home in 5 league games, so I think it's just a culmination of their bad home form and just being bad in general at the start of this year.
Absolutely. Now, just a very warm welcome to those who have joined us early on Hive Live Radio. I recognise some of these names, by the way. You're becoming sort of Hive Live regulars. Toby, thanks very much for joining us. Says, come on, UBs, big 3 points coming. Phil Everson, 2 big home games coming up. This could really lay down a marker and give us some breathing space. Also says Hive Live loud and clear in Lowestoft. So thanks very much for tuning in, Phil. And of course, Paul Milner simply says, come on, UBs, with several B emojis. And we've got Dylan's Football Roundups as well, who's joined us early, who simply says, B Army.
Be Army.
Yeah, it doesn't get more simple than that. Now, of course, let's go into a little bit more depth then about those games. There were 2 really poor quality pitches, which kind of meant Barnet had to mix things up, and they couldn't really play that really attractive possession-based style that we're so used to here at the Hive. So they adapted, as some of the best teams do. But even then, we saw some quality goals, didn't we?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you start with the Rochdale game, could talk about Reece Brown's goal right into the top corner, brilliant finish. And also the first goal, Callum Stead. We talk about it every single week. Callum Stead will chase after Chris Backett to win, and the first goal is a literal example of that. Never giving up, getting his foot on it, causing mistakes and scoring goals. And third goal from Telford, brilliant header. Hartigan's delivery is just a plum, and the fourth goal, Ryan Glover just showing his ability to chase down things, and that's testament to all the Barnet front line, never giving up and creating their own opportunities, and that's what you want.
Yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? Telford, one of the smallest members of the squad, kind of getting a header.
Brilliant header.
It says a lot about it, doesn't it? It says a lot about that he was allowed to be able to get that header away. And of course, just a week later, going up to Manchester again, or nearby Manchester, and dispatching a side like Oldham Athletic. They're not a bad side. I mean, they might not be in the best of form recently, Mickey Mellon's side, but they're certainly not a bad side. They were very much in the title mix at one point. That's kind of gone off the boil a bit, but 3 brilliant goals.
Yes, 3 brilliant goals. Like you said about Oldham. Oldham came here and pulled off a 0-0 draw, which we thought Barnet should have won the game, but Oldham were one of the few sides to get anything from the Hive, to know their quality, and the 3 goals are brilliant. The first goal from Zach Brown, I mean, that is just typical Zach Brown. Dean Brennan said after the game he wants to see more of that. Beating 2 players, smashing it with his left foot into the corner, and then a minute later, maybe less than a minute later, Callum said once again winning the ball, not even half the pitch, on the halfway line, driving, doing a brilliant curve turn and smashing the ball into the far corner. 2 fantastic goals, and Alubo scoring at the end from a corner, another brilliant set piece from Hartigan. Alubo could have got another one after that as well, but fantastic goal, and Barnet can score all types of goals. Could be passing goals, could be from set pieces, could be from high pressing, could be from mistakes. Any type of goal Barnet can score.
And it's exactly that sort of versatility that lends your title challenge well, doesn't it? You can mix it up. You're not reliant on any one style of play or style of player. You just got to get the ball in the onion bag any way you can, and Barnet are proving that. Adepola Alua, I mean, look how many big goals he's coming up with.
Oh, first goal against York. I mean, he could have got the winner at Hartlepool. We've spoken about that decision going wrong and then scoring. I think he scored against, it might have been Rochdale game, the 1-2-0, 2-1. I think he scored the first goal in that game, or he scored in one of those games as well. But yeah, Alubo scoring, and I like how Barnet can share about these goals. It's not just one player, not relying on one striker, but everyone's chipping in, contributing, and that's so important in the running because anyone scoring is a bonus. And we've seen Danny College come with big goals as well. Finally enough, he scored the winner at Yeovil in the reserves fixture. So
he did.
Hopefully again today we see goals galore.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, I can confirm that it was Sutton that he got his goal on. I got a handy little list here. It was Sutton, York, and Oldham.
Wow.
Three big teams.
Yeah,
three big teams and three
Absolutely.
big goals. Absolutely. I mean, we have gone on and on about how good Barnet have been this season, but nothing says how good they are like the statistics. I mean, I've never been a huge stats person myself, but when the stats read as brilliantly as these, you just have to go for it.
Absolutely.
So since the York loss back in October, that's 20 games played, 13 wins, 7 draws, no losses, 38 goals scored, just the 38, and 13 goals conceded, a measly 13 goals, 11 clean sheets as well, and it makes for even better reading when you look at since the Forest Green game, 10 games played, 8 wins, 2 goalless draws, 8 clean sheets, 22 goals scored, and just 2 conceded.
Wow.
Last 10 games, 22 goals scored, 2 goals conceded, and one of those, arguably, we were saying earlier, Toby Saven let that one in against York. That really shouldn't have gone in. The Fletcher Holman goal against Solihull was a half decent goal. We'll allow that one. So really, maybe it should just be the one.
Yeah, I mean, you look at those numbers. Those numbers are for any league, any division, any side. Those are very impressive numbers.
Well, I'm just going to give a very warm welcome as well to those joining us on DAZN. If you'd like to watch the stream today, you can do so obviously on DAZN. Regardless of whether you're watching on DAZN or listening to us on the Barnet Football Club YouTube stream on Hive Live Radio, you can leave a comment. We're going to try and read out as many as we can. Keep it friendly, obviously, as we go through the game, and obviously any pre-match comments, get them in now. And predictions as well. We're going to go through our predictions shortly. But anyway, a bit more then on the team that they're playing tonight then, Yeovil Town. Me and you were debating this a little bit. I mean, you think they're in quite good form. I was a little bit like, the last 3 games they've done okay, but before that, if you look at their results, Yeah, like you said, they've been pretty poor, but recently, like I was saying before, they were 30 seconds away on the weekend for getting their 3rd consecutive win. They beat Tamworth, they beat Maidenhead. Again, not great teams, but they got back to winning ways. But looking at their form over the course of 2025, they only have 2 wins this year, so they're not a great side, but they are on the cusps, the outskirts of the playoffs, so it's not over for them. But Yeovil have been a bit disappointing the last few games, and they haven't beaten any big side. I was doing some research on them, and I saw that against any big 6-sided season, they have no wins. They've lost 6 out of their 7 games and only got 1 draw, which came against Gateshead in January. So when it comes against sides that are better than them or chasing promotion, they do struggle. So just on that bearing, you'd like to think that Barnet would go and win this game. That's a good omen for Barnet, isn't it? Struggling to beat the top teams. They were close to getting a point in the reverse fixture at Hewish Park, but as we say, Danny Collins was popping up with another big goal, and that is the difference, isn't it, between title contenders and, well, not mid-table sides like Yeovil. Yeah, absolutely. Your players got to come big when it matters most, and Danny Collins there, last 10 minutes, gets the header and it scores. We talked a lot about Barnet's late goal. Sutton United, Ryan Glover or Nick Hayes, whoever wants to claim that goal. 99th minute, I think that was. So it's Glover's goal. I'm not giving it Hayes. Sorry, not giving it Hayes. Yes, and that's what Barnet have done all season long, and that's why they're undefeated at the Hive. Yeah, just a couple of predictions then. DSES81 goes for 3-0 to Barnet. And Paul Newman's going for 2-0. I wonder if it's the actor Paul Newman. Has he been resurrected? Thanks very much for your prediction, Paul. Let's hope you're right. Another clean sheet wouldn't go amiss, certainly. Yeovil Town, I mean, arguably this is quite a good time to play them. They are missing quite a lot of key players. They've only managed to field 5 players on their substitute bench. They're missing the likes of Aaron Jarvis, joint top scorer, 7 goals. Morgan Williams, centre-back. Edward James, centre-back. James Plant isn't anywhere near the squad either. He grabbed the goal, the equaliser in the reverse fixture. Jake 1L as well, centre-back. I think someone was saying that the Yeovil back 3 against Southend never played together before. So they are ravaged, and Mark Cooper in his interview said, what was it? Oh yeah, these are all starters. We're missing the players that are out would get into the first team.
Yeah.
So they're struggling to field a side. Yeah,
they're struggling to field a side, and just even today they announced the signing Ryan McLean. So he joined from AFC Wimbledon on loan. Now, I guess that's an emergency loan given their injuries, like you just mentioned, that they had. So I think they're very stricken in terms of players, but they'll be a tough opponent. Unbeaten in 3 games, scored 2 in each of the last 3 games, so it should be an interesting matchup.
Well, here come the players on the Tuesday night. Every point matters at this stage of the season. And it's Barnet against Yeovil Town coming up very, very shortly. So there's only one change to the Barnet lineup. The Barnet side who dispatched Oldham Athletic 3-0. It looks like a forced change. Mark Shelton makes way, and it's going to be Ben Coker who's coming in for him. And that, we think, means Ryan Glover will go back to the midfield where he played against York City. Yeah, I think that's what that means. Glover, who had an excellent game against you, excellent game recently as well. And we've seen from long throws that he's a bit of a threat in those positions as well. So Glover in midfield shouldn't be too much of an adjustment, but good to see Ben Cohen come back and play some football. Yeah, just to take them through the full lineup, Owen Evans is in goal. Miles Kenlock, Nick Tavares and Danny Collins make up that familiar back 3. Ben Coker, as mentioned, we think will be playing in the left wing back position. Idris Kanu, who's made the right wing back position very much his own recently. We think in midfield Ryan Glover, and certainly alongside Anthony Hartigan, Callum Stead and Zach Brunt, who both notched goals, brilliant goals against Oldham last time out, are once again starting. And of course in the centre forward position is the brilliant Leon Love with his massive calves. Let's hope he can come up with some massive goals.
Yep, and he loves playing here. Funny enough, he loves playing at the Hive. Scored in his last couple of games at the Hive. Hopefully he carried on today. Hasn't scored away from home yet for the Bees, I don't think. So hopefully he continues that run at the Hive tonight.
Yep, just to take you through the Yeovil lineup then. Aidan Stone in goal, Alex Whittle in left back, 2 centre backs, Don Bernard and Finn Cousin Dawson. Michael Smith will be the right back. In midfield, it's Sonny Blue Low Everton, Charlie Cooper, son of the manager Mark, and Brett McGavin, who's notched 7 goals this season, so he's one to look out for.
Yep.
And up front, of course, Frank Newblay. He's not a bad player. He's had an interesting career.
Yeah, heritage. He's played a long career, playing at many different clubs. Was at West Ham, remember him from a few years ago.
And Harvey Greenslade and Kyrell Wilson, who's on loan from Swansea City, make up the rest of that attacking line.
I guess Yeovil won the coin toss.
Yeah, it's going to be Barnet who are shooting towards the empty area in the first half. We're not quite used to that, actually. They normally always shoot in the second.
Yeah, I think a bit of mind games from the away side.
Yeah, let's see if that upsets the apple cart any time. Maybe this was the secret the whole time to the unbeaten record.
We'll see.
Well, Zach Brunt gets us underway. It's the Bees against the Glovers. And at this stage of the season where every single point matters, let's see if the Bees can get the job done today without too much fuss.
Absolutely.
The ball is immediately played back to Owen Evans, who goes square to Tavares. And it's now with Kenlock, goes back to Tavares again. And just look at Owen Evans' position there. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, he's actually playing as centre-back, literally in line with Nick Tavares at this moment in time while Hartigan's on the ball.
He was virtually right back a second ago. Ball attempted to play up the line, but a bit loose. Ball hopefully pumped up down the right flank for Yeovil, but it falls into the hands of Owen Evans, who rolls it out quickly to Tavares. And now Hartigan for the Bees, leading the charge. You met Anthony Hartigan's cousin recently, didn't you?
Yeah, Anthony Hartigan's cousin. He works in the same company I work for. I don't know if I should mention the name, but yeah, Anthony Hartigan's cousin works there. He's a coach. Said he hadn't seen to watch him play, but he's a big fan and hopes the Bees get promotion this season.
Bees looking to launch their first attack now, but the ball is played all the way back to Tavares. Short to Hartigan on the far side. Over to Coker, back to Hartigan. Hartigan tries to squeeze one through to Stead, but it's intercepted, and it'll be Newblay to get his first touches of the ball. He's also captaining the side as well, the experienced centre forward. As you mentioned, if we went through the full list of clubs that he's played for, we'd be here all night, wouldn't we? It'd be full time.
So many. He's had 2 stints at certain clubs as well, but Newblay is very experienced at all levels. I think he's probably playing every single league.
Here's Ben Coker. Dings one into the box, almost found its way to Zach Brunt. Important header away. Carnu rescues the ball, and it's Danny Collins now. Plays it over to the near side with Idris Carnu. What can Carnu do now? Can he get the ball in? He's forced backwards. They've doubled up on him, but he plays it back to Collins. Now Hartigan. Back to Carnu on the near side. Tries the 1-2 with Brunt. Doesn't get it right, and Yeovil win it back. Clear it straight away, and it'll fall kindly for Nick Tavares, who has plenty of time being chased down by Newblay. But here's Collins now on the halfway line. Goes square to Kenlock. Gets a bit of applause there for the composure. And here's Hartigan again. Now Ryan Glover, the ever-present Ryan Glover, plays it short to the far side to Coker. Hartigan drills one diagonally to Carnu. Brilliant ball and great knockdown from Idris Carnu. Into the penalty area now. Tries to get a ball into the box. Not the best. It was blocked fairly well there by Alex Whittle. But it's a corner kick to the Bees. 3 minutes in. Yeah, positive play from the Bees. As we expect, Barnet dominating possession in the final third. But Yeovil defended well so far and haven't really let Barnet in. But it's an opportunity, and Barnet from set pieces have been very, very dangerous the last few games. So it's Coker with his wonderful left foot, which we haven't yet mentioned, who's going to take this corner. In it goes, and it's fallen to Callum Stead. Can he get control of it? It's hoofed away high, and the goalkeeper just about gets it. The referee seemed to play an advantage there, felt that Stead was backing into it. Bit of a dodgy clearance though. Yeah,
it was a bit of a weird one. Just spun up high in the air, but the referee was going to give a free kick had he not got the ball. Just realised we haven't done our predictions yet.
Oh yes, no, it's not too late. I said 3-1 to Barnet.
I'm going to go for 2-0. It was my good luck charm in the Hartlepool game, so 2-0 Barnet.
Maybe there's something vaguely unprofessional about making a prediction as a commentator. You don't normally see it done.
Yeah, not at all, but we're different.
Breaking the mold here on Hive Live. Do make sure you follow us as well on social media, Twitter at Hive Live Radio for various updates and behind the scenes bits.
Coming soon.
Here's Anthony Hartigan. Just past the halfway line, driving forward now. Plays it to the near side with Idris Carnu. Goes square to Hartigan. Short pass into Glover, lets it roll. That's clever play from Glover to switch the play to Coker. Gets the ball into the box, and Love was being manhandled there, but it's cleared away only as far as Miles Kenlock, who is one of the few Barnet players yet to score a goal for the Bees. Glover gets it back out to Kenlock. Here's Coker. And Glover's actually gone down here. It looked like he might have slipped.
Yeah, might have landed awkwardly, but hopefully
he's all right, because what a huge player he is. The Bees have decided not to stop the play. They've just kept the ball. Glover gets back to his feet gingerly. Hopefully he's okay, as we say. Plays it short. It's Glover not giving him any time for recovery, are they? Getting him straight back on the ball.
Looks all right, and I think just landed gingerly. We'll run that off.
Oh, late from Coker there as he tries to win the ball back. And it's a free kick to Yeovil, just on the edge of their own penalty area.
Atmosphere obviously is much more subdued compared to the York game, which the stakes for that game were much, much higher than today. Actually, you could argue this game is more important. given that we're close to the end of the season. But that York game, what an atmosphere that was.
Yeah, it was an absolute privilege to be there for that.
One of the great nights at the Hive, definitely will live in the memory of this season. Should Barnet get the well-deserved promotion.
Aidan Stone goes long towards Newblay, who tries to feed Harvey Greenslade, but it's a heavy touch and it's gone all the way out for a goal kick to the Bees, which Owen Evans will take. Thankfully, Owen Evans' injury was very short-lived. I know that Toby Savin was brought in on an emergency loan for a month, but looks like he's not needed.
Yeah, at all. I mean, he's not on the bench, which is interesting to see.
Perhaps he's been quietly whisked back away to Shrewsbury.
Yeah, maybe so. Or maybe they need him back again. Who knows?
Here's Hartigan for the Bees on the halfway line. Now Danny Collins, who we had on the last post-match podcast. Always a pleasure.
Oh, it was brilliant. Good to get some insights on the Bees.
Ball played towards Brunt. Gets it out wide to Coker, who might whip one in here. It's towards Stead, couldn't quite get it. And Hartigan went for a shot on the edge of the area, but the referee, Andrew Miller, had already blown for a foul. And it's a free kick to Yeovil inside their own box. 7 minutes gone, Barnet 0, Yeovil Town 0 here on Hive Live Radio.
Yeah, definitely not the fast start we expected like we had against York. But, I mean, maybe, like you said, maybe the change in goals has upset the normal resuming of order.
Yeah, well, I just think the high intensity and the high tempo of the York game, difficult to sustain that every single game.
Definitely.
Barnet do well to win the ball back, and here's Idris Kanu on the halfway line. Nutmegs his man and is surely blocked. Kyrell Wilson, it is with the foul. Kanu just squeezed it through his legs. There was a clear obstruction there from the Swansea City loanee. Oh,
brilliant from Idris Kanu, and just go show the confidence he's playing with to even do that on the halfway line. Fantastic play from him.
It's a bit of a poor ball actually towards Love, and it's seen out well.
Very unlike Anthony Hartigan to give the ball away like that.
Yeah, it's a goal kick to Yeovil Town. I think it was Alex Whistle who saw that one out. Yeovil play out from the back. Ball played forward towards Newblay. He's a big man, is Newblay, 6'3", I think.
Yeah.
Strong presence in that backfield, and the ball is played. And Yeovil might get that actually, and it's Greenslade. That was a little bit poor from the Bees there at the back. No one really took control of that, but a brilliant ball played forward to Zach Brunt just past the halfway line as he continues to drive forward. Still Brunt now. Gets it over to the left with Ben Coker. Short to Ryan Glover. Glover gets it out wide to Coker again, who's seeing plenty of the ball on that far side. Now Glover entering the penalty area, but just spreads it wide to Coker. Here's Coker again. Is he offside? No, he's not. Gets one into the box. Stead jumps for it. Kanu tries to get the ball, but he commits a foul against Wilson. And it's a free kick to Yeovil again in their own box. But you can see the game plan now. I mean, they're trying to get Ben Coker on the ball, get some crosses into the box.
I think definitely Ben Coker's left foot, like I said, wand of a left foot. We know the ability he's got crossing the ball, so definitely looking to get the overload on the left-hand side. And definitely in the right-hand side, Idris Kanu, who also got that 1v1 ability, so Barnet should be very strong off the flanks.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. Some familiar names here in the YouTube live stream. 3 a.m. in Thailand, come on Bees. Hey. I'm afraid I can't pronounce his username. But Walter Guimaraes as well, he's a Hive Live regular listener. Come on you Bees, watching from Curitiba, Brazil.
Wow.
Thank you once again for tuning in, Walter, always welcome.
It's carnival at the moment in Brazil as well.
Richard Rolfe, loud and clear in Great Yarmouth. And Jez Lowry says, Hitchin Bees listening live at 6:45 a.m. in Sydney.
Wow, Sydney, Australia.
That's great stuff. Hope you're enjoying a nice breakfast while we have just had our dinner.
Love the commitment.
Yeovil take the free kick long, but the Bees have it back now with Anthony Hartigan on the halfway line inside the centre circle. Plays it over to the right hand side with Idris Kanu. All still being played on the halfway line. Now Danny Collins coming forward with the ball. Liam Love made a run, but instead he goes short to Hartigan. It's back with Collins once again. Collins looks for Stead, but instead keeps on to the ball. Plays it over to the left with Kenlock. Again, he's another ever-present. Can't remember him missing a game.
Yeah, consistency.
And Touchwood, that continues. But he's playing it over on the left-hand side. Clever stuff from Glover, almost came off. Bees win it back. Bit of a late challenge there.
He did look quite late.
From Grinslade, but the Bees have it right in the corner flag there. Here's Glover again, over to Coker. Oh, brilliant touch from Kenlock. Kenlock, tried to slip it in for Stead. But that was really clever play. Strong play there to win the ball back. Really high up the pitch. And here comes Zach Brunt on this near side. Now, Danny Collins. That was a nearly moment for the Bees. Here's Glover. Intricate play. Stead gets it over to Ben Coker. As they keep the chance alive. Coker. Now Glover. Just inside the penalty area on that far side. Cheeky little back heel to Coker, who is hounded and harried but gets it back to Kenlock. And now Tavares. Now back with Kenlock. So many Barnet players in the attacking third.
Yeah, everyone
swarming around.
Everyone in the Yeovil half of in the final third of the area.
It's the Dean Brennan way. Oof. Fantastic composure from Anthony Hartigan, who was being chased down by Newblay, and the Bees launch another attack.
Everyone behind the ball for Yeovil. You can see that exactly what they're going for.
It's the low block from the Glovers, and here comes Hartigan. Great touch from Glover. Glover goes for goal. Drilled one over the bar. Not the worst effort in the world, but it wasn't troubling Aidan Stone.
You know, Tucano wasn't available out wide on the right hand side, but it did open nicely for Ryan Glover, and it was a good effort. And given the form he's in, can't blame him for taking that shot and just over the bar. But much better from Barnet, seeing a bit more possession, more intricate passages of play. And you just think it's only a matter of time before that pass comes off and they get the goal. But
Yeovil go long, and it's Wilson now, plays a short ball to Newblay. Newblay being chased down by Carnu and Collins, but gets it over to Whittle. Inside back to Wilson. Now Whittle again on this near side. Yeovil having a rare spell of possession. Cousin Dawson. That's not my cousin Dawson, that is his name. Finn Cousin Dawson. And now Yeovil have it on the far side with Michael Smith. Well, that's loose, and it almost found its way to Leon Love, who would have been in there. But Yeovil hang on to it in their own half now. Can Yeovil make this little spell of possession count? Still have it on the halfway line. Do Yeovil Town. Played all the way back on the edge of their own penalty area. Lofted through ball towards Noble, but Tavares just jumps above him and wins the header, and the Bees, just like that, win the ball back. Here's Kenlock on the halfway line. Almost plays the ball through to Brunt. Good idea, but Yeovil win it back. 13 and a half minutes gone. Barnet 0, Yeovil Town 0. Some more comments. Tom Davidson, midday in LA.
Wow.
That's certainly an exotic place to be listening.
Ooh. I love to be there myself, Southern California.
In La La Land. Loose play from the Bees there. Tavares, though, slides in and wins the ball back. And Yeovil look tricky as they try and win the ball back high up the pitch, but the Bees holding firm.
Yeah, just a couple of times. It was good hold-up play just before from Frank Newblay, just to bring in players involved. And it'll be interesting to know who's got that assignment of marking Frank Newblay. I'm assuming it'll be Tavares.
Yeah. Well, Tavares certainly has his number at the moment, winning most of the headers and containing Newblay, but you can certainly see why he's got 3 goals in his last 3 games.
Yeah, funnily enough.
Newblay.
Before that, Newblay had no goals in 30 games, so he's in a
he's in good form. Good run of form. Let's hope that ends today if you're a Barnet, if you're a Barnet persuasion. The Bees playing it patiently inside the Yeovil half. Now Zach Brunt, goal scorer against Oldham, and what a goal it was!
Fantastic goal. Still
Brunt tries to play a ball into Callum Stead, but he was far too long, and it's out for a Yeovil Town goal kick.
Yeah, I think we'll know from this game it's going to be a patient game from the Bees. Obviously, in the last game against Oldham, it was 0-0 at half time, but Barnet have a knack for doing better in the second half of games. So,
well, it was 0-0 at half time against Oldham. So
0-0 at half time against Oldham.
I think Dean Brennan said he wanted more from his number 10s. He wanted more from Brunt and Stead to be able to make, especially Brunt, to be able to just make the magic happen. And well, it certainly did.
Yeah. Looks like that'll be needed again today, given the way the game's going. Very, very compact. Literally a 5-4-1 that Yeovil are playing at the moment.
Yeah, extremely defensive formation by an injury-ravaged Yeovil Town side. But you think if Barnet were to get a goal, would it be a case of damage limitation? Here comes Zach Brunt with the ball into the box. That was a dangerous one. Great footwork from Brunt to create the space to get the cross in from deep.
Fantastic footwork. He sold them both a dummy, thinking they were going to play to Kanu. Faked it, puts in a good ball to the back post. He just overhits it, but no one was able to get there at the back post. And another reprieve for Yeovil Town, and I'm sure they'll be taking their time on this goal kick.
Yeah, still 0-0 in the York City Altrincham game, but I can say that Forest Green Rovers are 1-0 down at Halifax Town. Now, the Shamen are a very difficult side to play against. They're one of the few sides that actually beat Barnet, first game of the season.
Undefeated against Barnet this season, aren't they? They got a point here, Halifax as well. So
the comments are flying in at the moment. Eric Benston listening from Wisconsin, Milwaukee. David listening from Melbourne, Australia, following every game. And Spencer Kirk listening or watching on DAZN in Orlando, Florida.
Wow.
So Hive Live truly is global.
Yeah, get a lot of people from America, which is good to see.
Brunt plays a brilliant through ball towards Kanu. Can he get one in? He can. It's Kanu, and it's a brilliant save, clawed off the line, but the rebound is in. It's Ryan Glover again. He got the goal against the Glovers in the reverse fixture. And here he is popping up with another one.
Absolutely, and it's good reaction from Ryan Glover, but all starts from the right-hand side. Barnet get the ball out wide. He just kind of puts in a delightful delivery. You think it's Ben Coker, gets a good header. It's a brilliant save from Aidan Stone, but unfortunately Ryan Glover for the Glovers is there to tap it in for the Bees, and Bees go up 1-0, and we were saying that we needed a bit of quality and a bit of magic, and that's what's happened right now. Barnet are 1-0 ahead.
It was so inevitable that it was going to be.
Yeah.
If anyone, I don't know if we even said it on air or off air.
Said it before off air, yeah.
Was it off air? I wish I'd said it on air. Ryan Glover was destined to score in this fixture.
Yeah. And continues his brilliant form. It's just a little bit of quality. Get a good ball in the box and a fantastic header from Ben Coker. Good save from Stone, but Glover, as all good attackers should do, following up, tapping it home for an easy finish, and Barnet are 1-up, and now they can play with the freedom that we know they can do.
Yeah, 18 minutes gone, Barnet 1, Yeovil Town 0. And Ryan Glover with his 8th goal of the season. What an absolutely revelatory player he's been. I mean, we were saying who's in contention for player of the season. My player of the season is Ryan Glover so far, and he's not doing anything to persuade me otherwise.
Absolutely, I mean, he's definitely up there, definitely top 3. I still have to put a shout out to Anthony Hartigan. I think his consistency and his quality, but Ryan Glover's got the goals, and goals are the biggest commodity in football, so he'd definitely be my vote, definitely top 3. If that was a top 3 vote, he would definitely be up there. But still a lot of games to be played.
Well, the Bees have a free kick on the far side. Here's Hartigan, plays it short to Glover, the goal scorer. And the referee, Andrew Miller, has got in the way there. And Danny Collins wasn't too happy with that.
Not at all.
And so the referee has picked up the ball. It's going to be a drop ball. Drops it kindly for Anthony Hartigan. And the Bees go again. Here's Glover. Plays it over to Ben Coker on the left-hand side, who was unlucky not to get his 3rd goal of the season.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a good save, actually, like you say, initially from Aidan Stone.
Fantastic one-hand save.
But that's what happens when you swarm the penalty box like Barnet do with attackers.
I guess from Yeovil perspective, they'll say that they got to react quicker, but fair play to Barnet attackers. Always alive, always open, and gets the tap in, and good goal for Barnet.
Kanu with some great footwork to get away from Kyrell Wilson. Still Kanu. Plays it over to Kenlock. Newblay has tripped his man, but the referee plays advantage. They might have wanted the free kick there, actually, but Hartigan goes for one from long range. It's spilled by Stone, but at the second time of asking, just about grabs onto it. Callum Stead was looking to capitalise.
Absolutely, good shot from Hartigan. He opens up, gets a good strike, and I think Stone sees the ball quite late. That's why he spills it, and he just about grabs it, or Callum Stead would have scored another rebound goal.
Yeah, well, no sign of complacency from the Bees here in this title race. Every point matters, every goal matters. Yeah. And the Bees have notched relatively early here just to assuage any early concerns that Barnet might not be on it. They've looked on it.
Absolutely, and as the great Kobe Bryant once said, job's not finished, and that's what it is for the Bees. Job is not done until they're champions, and they're going to keep on playing until they're champions.
Calm play from Tavares to win the ball off Noble, or Nuble should I say. And the Bees come again with Idris Kanu on this near side. He's been another tricky performance from Idris Kanu.
Yeah.
He's been a bit of a revelation as well since he started performing more consistently.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's assured that spot on the right hand side. He's just consistently played a lot of games, and he's playing with confidence. The touches he's taken, the step overs, the flicks, the tricks, that's what he's got. And the goal came from his cross as well, so another contribution from him. Won't go down the stat sheet, but a good play from Kanu.
Hartigan switches the play brilliantly once again to Ben Coker on the left-hand side. Coker whips one into the box. It almost finds its way to Stead. Aidan Stone thinks about coming for it. Has Kenlock committed a foul? There he has, against the Yeovil defender, and it's a free kick to Yeovil inside their own box. For a second there, though, Aidan Stone looked a bit uncertain about that one.
Yeah, seemed like he was about to go for it and backed out at the last minute. Luckily for him, Kamsa committed a foul, allowed him to regain possession.
Yeovil goes short. Oh, that's a bit of a risky one. It's gone back to Aidan Stone now. They're not going long, they're playing short. Down the right channel. And easily won by Ben Coker. Poor ball though from Danny Collins, who tried to play the ball through the middle, although it looks like he's going to get onto this attempted through ball from Yeovil, and it goes back to Evans, and now Tavares has it on his own D. Back with Evans. Nuble chases it down, but Evans plays an excellent pass over to Let, and that's why he's in the team.
Absolutely.
That's why he's in the team.
I think he knows that when he plays for a side like Barnet, you're going to have the ball 89% of the time, so you've got to be comfortable with your feet. That's exactly what he is. He's basically an extra defender, extra player at the back, sweeper keeper they call it. He's been brilliant. Only conceded one goal for the Bees, or in the league anyway.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Altrincham game.
No, we don't do
It's the FA Trophy game.
It's crazy, like, given the transformation from the FA Trophy game to what he's like now.
Well, I think, the Altrincham game, I think there weren't many first teamers in that.
True, yeah.
Dean Brennan made a lot of changes for that one, so it's not really a fair test.
Not at all. But in the league, the bread and butter, he's been almost perfect.
Yeah. Certainly has. Yeah, 23 minutes gone, Barnet 1, Yeovil Town 0. Ryan Glover with the goal. Forest Green still 1-0 down, which is good news for the Bees. Here come Yeovil Town though, with Sunny Blue Low Everton. It's a great name, that.
Oh, fantastic name. If you ever play Everton in the future, it's got the perfect name.
But Yeovil lose out. Nuble almost wins it back, and does win it back actually. Here's Nuble now for Yeovil. Gets it over to the right hand side. Can they get a cross in here? It's drilled into the middle, and for the first time we've actually noticed the Yeovil fans.
Yeah, I mean it's a good play from Yeovil. Good play from Nuble. Wins the ball up the pitch. They work it out to Greenslade, and I think he's just trying to aim for the area, the 6-yard box. He just drives it across. No one says touch it in, but it's a warning sign for the Bees. You can't. It's only 1-0. Any chance a goal can go in. So Yeovil do have a bit of quality in attack. Haven't showed it much this season, but they are there. They're still in this match at 1-0.
And Love rises brilliantly to win the Owen Evans goal kick.
Offside.
And Ben Coker's offside there. And Yeovil have a free kick well inside their own half now. Yeah, Frank Nuble looks a handful, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think if anyone is going to trouble the Bees' defence, it's going to be Nuble.
Yeah, I mean his physicality is high. No one can really match him if you go for that. However, he hasn't scored many goals this season, so it seems as if he either struggles to get chances or he just doesn't finish his dinner. But the last 3 games, he has scored in all of them. So he's a confident man at this moment in time.
The goal kick, or the free kick from Aidan Stone, is won easily by Tavares. Collins goes back to Evans. He's been chased down by Nuble. Great work ethic from Nuble. Glover nods it on to Unlove, who holds it up brilliantly. Still Unlove tries to hook one over to Callum Stead, but you could just see the pace and power that Leon Love has.
Yeah, brilliant hold-up play from Leon Love. We know that's what he's got. I mean, him and Nuble, fantastic hold-up players, and Love's hold-up play since he's joined the club has been absolutely fantastic for the Bees, and it's really relieved a lot of pressure from the defence because Barnet can keep the ball.
Yeah, it's been transformative.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people put the upturn in. Well, not that Barnet were doing terribly, but the shift to another gear.
Yeah.
Down to Liam Love and Owen Evans. And Aidan Stone has just put the ball out for a throw-in, but it looks like that's because they're going to make a change. It wasn't because it was a terrible pass.
It did look a bit suspicious, but
yeah,
you're right. It looks like Michael Smith will be coming off. Yeah, like you were saying, yeah, we'll see Nicky Kabamba was the former striker here. He did score a lot of goals, but the hold-up play just wasn't there. And Liam Love, although he's not as prolific as Nicky Kabamba has shown this season, his hold-up play, his all-round game is better. And I guess that compensates for the lack of goals in his, in his play. On the stat sheet, you might say he's got no goals, but that doesn't include hold-up plays, touches, bringing guys into play. And I think that's really important for the Bees. And that's why he's starting striker as number 9. And if the Bees got up, he would have played a big part in that.
Yeah, indeed. It looks like Josh Sims has entered the pitch. He's a winger, and Michael Smith is a defender. So this is an attacking change.
Yeah, assuming there'll be a shift in formation, or maybe someone's going to drop in.
Well, Barnet are 1-0 up,
yeah.
And Yeovil Town, the plan was to obviously contain for as long as possible. They haven't managed to do that.
Absolutely.
Barnet have scored relatively early, so they're going to have to come out.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to a back 4, just to look like it now, like a 4-2-1-3, it seems.
Yeah, so Mark Cooper, Yeovil manager, has rolled the dice early. Here come Barnet on the far side with Callum Stead. He's got options in the middle. It's a bit too long for Glover, who slid in for it. Yeovil are claiming a foul, but the referee's given a corner. It was an honest challenge from Glover as he tried to get something on it.
Yeah, I think they were saying he got the last touch, but it has gone out for a corner.
Yeah, well, it is a corner, and if something comes from this, then a bit of controversy for if you're a Yeovil supporter. It's going to be Hartigan with the in-swinger.
Where's Adi Lua when you need him?
Yeah, on the bench. In it comes from Hartigan. Collins rises for it, and the referee's given a free kick very early to Yeovil. I always hate that, a free kick given from a corner, so unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, he must have seen something. He blew very early, so he must have seen it before the corner was taken and penalised Barnet, but very frustrating. But the Bees are 1-0 up, so...
And I can say that York City are 1-0 down.
Wow. Seen that story before.
Altrincham have just scored. It's so early. In fact, they've scored. It's just happened, so we don't know who scored. But we can tell you that it's York City 0, Altrincham 1. Forest Green losing, Altrincham winning against York, and Barnet winning against Yeovil. Stop the clock, stop the count.
Seen York go down too many times this year to know that the game is done, but
certainly isn't.
Late goal FC.
Here comes Glover on the far side. Kenlock with a bit of a heavy touch, gets away with it though. Coker gets one into the box, headed away well. It's fallen for Danny Collins. Collins lifts it over towards Kanu. Not quite enough on it, although the Bees come away with a throw in deep inside the Yeovil Town half. 29 minutes gone. Yeah, I mean the table as it stands currently looks for great reading, but probably shouldn't look at it until full time, because you don't want to get your hopes up, do you?
Yeah.
As it stands, 9 points clear. With York and Forest Green still having a game in hand over the Bees, but what a position!
Yeah.
What a position it would be.
9 points with 10 games to go, or 9 games to go, I think, for the Bees. You couldn't ask for much more.
This is the long throw taken, headed back.
Yeah, assuming Barnet win this game.
Absolutely thumped away towards Noble, and excellent header back from Kenlock towards Evans. Fantastic work from Miles Kenlock there. Here comes Ben Coker on the far side. Lovely ball in towards Zach Brunt. Oh, he just hasn't managed to get his passing quite right today so far, has Zach Brunt. And he's got his head in his hands because he knows that was a good opportunity to feed Callum Stead.
Good opportunity. It's been a bit difficult for the Tens to get involved in this game. I haven't seen much of Brunt or Stead getting the ball as much. It's really been the wide threat of Kanu and Coco who've been defending plays for the Bees.
Yeovil try one down the left channel, but that's poor, and it's chested down easily by Collins. And now Idris Kanu on the right hand side, just in and around the halfway line, goes back to Collins. And the Bees look very much in control at the moment.
Absolutely.
Yeovil with no chances really to speak of, maybe a half chance if you want to call it that.
Yeah, Greenslade's cross-come shot. That's the closest they've been in half an hour being played. Although Barnet have a look too, obviously Hartigan had that effort. Oh, good pass.
Excellent play there, and Callum Stead comes away with it on the right-hand side. He's got Kanu into space, feeds him.
Brilliant.
Kanu goes for goal! Oh, it's just past the post. If it had a little bit more swerve on it, that was nestling in the bottom corner.
Yeah, it started from just Kanu. Fantastic first-time left foot pass to Callum Stead. He returns the favour by playing a brilliant pass, splitting two defenders. Comes to Idris Kanu, goes for the outside of the foot, trying to get that reverse kind of spin back in the far corner. Goes just wide, but a brilliant play from the Bees, and unlucky not to be 2 up.
It would have been some goal if it had gone in.
Oh, some goal.
Idris Kanu, his confidence is well up now. Ball goes long. Kenlock tries to clear it away. It's high rather than long. Here's Coker. He gets it forward towards Love, and Love tries to hold it up, but it's found its way to Ryan Glover now, whose goal currently separates the two sides. Here's Hartigan. And now Kenlock. Kanu is calling for it over on the right-hand side. He's got no one near him.
Yeah, he's
if
open.
They can switch the play. It's a difficult ball to play if they can find him, but he's in absolutely acres of space on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
But here comes Coker. Feeds Brunt. Brunt goes for the effort, and it's just wide. Went for the near post. Might have been better going for the far corner.
Yeah, I mean, if you open up his eyes, he would have seen Kanu at the back post, but he opens up nicely for Zach Brunt. He scored a brilliant goal in the last game, so you can't blame him for taking that effort.
Yeah.
Just going wide.
Stone probably had it covered, and it just went past the post and out for a goal kick. But signs that Barnet want a second here.
Yeah, signs that, it's starting to flow. Like you said, the intensity is being shown. And second goal, give that himself a bit more of a cushion in this game.
Yeah, still 1-0 in the other game, so results very much going Barnet's way as it stands, but still plenty of time to go. Owen Evans comes and collects this, plays it forward first time, but it's intercepted by Brett McGavin, who hasn't had much of the ball. He scored 7 goals this season, but we haven't seen much of him so far.
Yeah, surprising, because it looks like he is playing quite deep. McGavin, he's their top scorer, or joint top scorer anyway this season.
Probably in force.
Yeah, definitely in force for this game, but looking back, and I think he does play that position, so he either does get forward. Oh.
Now Kenlock needs to deal with this. Ooh, that was a bit risky. That was a little bit risky there.
It was a bit of a weird kind of challenge from Kenlock. Seems like he kicked the ball and then he just...
Long ball was played over the top, and he just about got it back to Evans.
Yeah, didn't look comfortable with that. Oh,
long ball. Oh, and it's almost found its way to Stead. So there were 2 long balls there that just happened within very quick succession of each other, and both had similar outcomes.
Yeah, obviously.
Just straight to the keeper in the end.
Seems like that long ball was causing problems for both defences to some extent.
Barnet containing Yeovil inside their own box. The high press there. Here's Whittle. Bit of a short ball. Oh, brilliant interception by Brunt, and great footwork to hang on to the ball. Brunt, brilliant from Zach Brunt. He's still got the ball and surely hauled off the ball. No, he's just lost out there. He did a little bit too much. Might have released it earlier to Kanu. And the ball comes forward towards Noble. Tavares is all over him, but Noble does really well to hold the ball up. Still Noble. And he gets it out wide on that right-hand side.
Yeah, that little bit of play from Zach Brown was brilliant. It was unlucky not to get that pass off to Kanu, but that's the high press, like you said. Swarm of Bees can get into the ball, running out the pitch. Unfortunately, lost it in the end, but brilliant intensity from the Bees.
It was all swarm and no sting, though.
Yeah, no sting
in the end.
Right.
Ball played down the right channel, but it's easily rescued by Ben Coker, who plays it short to Owen Evans, who will go long with this one. Brilliant ball towards Love. Can he let it go? He has. And Callum Stead. Oh, the referee has called a foul there, and it looked like Love had just out-muscled his man. He just needed to let that go to Callum Stead, who was in. Yeah,
it did look like it, but in this day and age, as soon as a player goes down, you give ref a decision to make, and Love's unlucky. Given his size and strength, a little nudge will put a lot of people down, so...
Yeah, a bit of a disappointing one that, if you're of a Barnet persuasion. It didn't look a great deal in it, but give the referee the benefit of the doubt. Noble nutmegs his man, but loses out, and it's back with Danny Collins. Noble chases him down, gives him a little nudge as well, for good measure. Carnu being chased by Wilson, but gets it back safely to Collins. And now Anthony Hartigan on the centre circle. Lofts one over to the left-hand side with Coker. Perfectly weighted once again from Anthony Hartigan. Coker holds onto it, gets it back to Kenlock. Gets it back over to the left-hand side with Coker. Coker delivers one into the box. Stead with loads of time and gets the second there. He had acres of space and punished the Glovers there. Ben Coker sets another one up. It's Barnet 2, Yeovil Town 0.
Absolutely, both goals have come from the wide areas. Starts off Anthony Hartigan, like we said. Brilliant pass out to Ben Coker. Links up nicely. Just has all the time in the world, plays into Callum Stead. Brilliant first touch, left foot into the bottom corner, and that's a fantastic finish from Callum Stead. He's scored in 3 straight games now, so he's got his shooting boots on too. And Barnet are firmly in control of this match.
Certainly, that's his 13th goal of the season. Callum Stead, what a fantastic season he's having.
Yeah,
and on 36 minutes, it's Barnet 2, Yeovil Town 0. And the scorelines currently make for very good reading.
Absolutely. I mean, it's gone the way we kind of expected. Barnet to dominate the ball. Haven't been as free-flowing as what we've seen in the past, but when they've got the ball in the final third, clinical, and Callum Stead, that's a brilliant finish with his left foot.
Oh, the referee's got in the way again, but Barnet, he stopped the play and surely just needed to let that carry on.
Yeah, I mean, it would have made sense to you, but when the ball touches the ref, you have to pause it.
It's the rules. Them's the rules, unfortunately.
The rule helped. It helped Yeovil Town, if anything.
It certainly did. Well, if you're a Yeovil Town listening or watching, it's not been great to watch or listen to.
Not at all. We did say they were injury stricken, so
they are injury ravaged. Yeah, absolutely.
I guess this always was. It was a tough game for them with a fully fit squad, and when you're missing 3 to 5 key players, it was always going to be a tall order to come to the Hive. Yeah. Fortress Hive
indeed, and there's no signs that Fortress Hive is going to be breached anytime soon.
Not at all.
Owen Evans goes long to Callum Stead. Somehow manages to win the ball, although the linesman's flagged offside there against Ben Coker, disappointingly. Yeah. But another great leap from Callum Stead, and Stead just keeps winning balls that he has no right to win.
Yeah, I mean, that's his whole mantra. He'll chase after stuff he should never get. There's never a lost cause of Callum Stead on the pitch. The ball could be on the halfway line, he could be in the goal. There's always a chance he's going to get it as long as the ball is in play.
Nightmare to play against, isn't he? He's the sort of player that you would absolutely hate to play.
Absolutely. It causes terror for all defenders. Imagine Liam Love and Callum Stead. That duo is a duo you wouldn't want to face any weekend, any level.
Glover loses out to Noble there. That's actually uncharacteristically poor from Glover there. And Yeovil have a minor opportunity to counter-attack here. That's a poor ball, though, over to Kyrell Wilson. And Danny Collins is going to just let that go. A bit of afters between Danny Collins and Wilson there. Yeah. And Andrew Miller, the referee, is going to have to deal with this. Yeah, Danny Collins is claiming that Wilson kicked out at him.
Yeah, that's what he's claiming, saying he kicked out at him. He's not happy with him. But good pace show from Danny Collins, to see that ball out.
Yeah, Lee Riggs has given us a comment in the YouTube live chat. He's a Yeovil fan. He says, "You are correct. Not great viewing as a Yeovil fan, but enjoy the points and make sure you get promoted above York and Forest Green." So, well wishes from Lee there.
Oh.
Owen Evans just nutmegged Frank Noble, hasn't he?
Oh, brilliant.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, no pressure at all. Composed as always.
Arrogance flows through this Barnet side.
Yeah, given the way he's been playing, you can't blame him for attempting it. It's come off.
Dean Brennan has created a monster really in this side.
Oh, honestly, I mean, he let go of Nick Case to bring in Owen Evans, and you can kind of see why.
Yeah. Here is Glover, the scorer of the first Barnet goal. It is, of course, Barnet 2, Yeovil Town 0, with 39 minutes played. And here's Wilson. Bit of a loose one, and once again the Bees win it back, just relentless in their play. Collins goes back to Owen Evans, and Wilson and Noble Nuble, I should say, not having much luck.
No, not much luck.
Evans goes long with the diagonal towards Ben Coker. Just eases his man under the ball to get the ball over to Stead. Here's Coker. Can he get the ball in? Right on the byline. Not the best delivery. It's headed away. And Yeovil thump it clear towards Nublé, but it's nowhere near him, and Nublé just sort of stood there, resigned.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's too deep. He hasn't got much support.
Yeah, absolutely fair play to the Yeovil fans who have made the journey here.
Yeah, on a
but they haven't had anything to sing about or celebrate as yet. Whistle being chased down by Zach Brunt. He's forced into a poor ball out, and Anthony Hartigan cushions the header for Kanu on this near side. Still Kanu. They don't really know how to deal with him. Now Collins. Back with Hartigan. Lovely ball into Zach Brunt. Turns, tries to feed and love. Trying to be a bit too cute there. And Yeovil win it back inside their own penalty area. Ball is played long towards Nublé, nowhere near him, and it falls to Owen Evans, and Barnet come again. And Dean Brennan is
trying to push up.
Yeah, he's wildly gesticulating, waving his hand, telling Barnet to hurry up.
The quality from Yeovil when they've been trying to play out from the back has been really, really poor. But that's credit to Barnet's pressure. They just can't get any time on the ball when they're trying to play out in the slice. And Liam Love just won the ball back again, won a corner.
Yeovil, Dom Bernard hounded and harried by Liam Love. Fantastic. And you can hear the Barnet faithful, just what they think of Liam Love.
Absolutely. Liam Love, like you said, the work rate, not just of him, but of the whole team. And Yeovil, they just can't contain it. There's not really much to do they can do. Barnet just pressing them, got no time on the ball to make a good pass, and they give the ball away. And now this time Barnet have got a corner.
Yeah, it's going to be Hartigan to take. Referee's not quite happy with something, running over to Anthony Hartigan. Not sure why. I think maybe he's just checking that the ball was actually where it should be. So it is Hartigan to whip in the corner. In it comes towards the near post, headed away by Bernard. But it'll be picked up by Miles Kenlock. Here's Kenlock. Coker wants it on the far side. He gets it. Coker's been another thorn in Yeovil's side so far.
Yeah, 2 assists for Coker today as well.
And he's barely been in the squad recently. That just shows you the quality. Here's Brunt. Gets it over to the right-hand side with Danny Collins. Collins goes for the effort, and it's saved by Aidan Stone. That would have been quite unlikely. What great effort.
Fantastic shot from Danny Collins. It opens up nicely and goes for the effort. And Aidan Stone, it's a really good stop with his one hand. But Danny Collins just showing the quality that Barnet anyone can score for, and he's scored against Yeovil in a reverse fixture. Trying to repeat what Glover did.
Yeah, Aidan Stone was taking no chances there, just got a strong right hand to it. Hartigan plays this corner short. It comes back to Hartigan from Kenlock. He whips one in. What a goal! That is sensational from Anthony Hartigan.
We've said it time and time again, Anthony Hartigan's quality, it's not a direct set piece, but it's exactly the same thing. Takes the corner short, Kenlock plays it back to him, and he whips that fantastic ball into the back post, and it goes right into the top corner. Absolutely no chance with the goalkeeper, but what a strike, and just brilliant from Barnet this first half. They haven't really been that great, but when they needed to be, the quality shows been absolutely brilliant, and this is becoming a rout.
44 minutes played. It's Barnet 3, Yeovil Town 0, and that has got to be the pick of the bunch. Hartigan scored from a similar position against York City, albeit that wasn't
direct from a corner.
Yeah, it wasn't a shot.
Oh, from a set piece.
It was a free kick. Yeah, it was a free kick. But it's another goal for Anthony Hartigan. I mean, what a goal it was as well. Stone was nowhere near it.
I mean, Anthony Hartigan from inside, from the left-hand side, when it's a set piece or any delivery, he is cash money. And that is a fantastic. As soon as he hit it, you knew that was going to cause problems, and it did for Yeovil. And unfortunately for them, they've conceded.
Yeah. Well, we saw a gaggle of Yeovil fans make their way to the exits. They may be going for an early half-time beer.
Yeah, it is about to be half-time.
Probably early. I would like to say they're going for an early half-time beer, because it would be a shame to come all this way and leave at half-time for Yeovil, but it's been poor from them. I feel for them as well, in a way. They are threadbare at the moment, really. They have got some decent players in the squad, but Barnet have just outclassed them so far. 2 minutes of added time at the end of the half. Ball played down the right channel. It's dealt with by Bernard, and Barnet just looking to really go in for the kill here.
Yeah, Barnet flexed their muscle the whole first half, and like I said before, I don't think Barnet have been great. I just think they've just had to do what's enough. I think Barnet know they're in like gear 2. Gear 1, Gear 2, but that's enough to beat a side like Yeovil, who are an average side in mid-table. I know they said they were in good form going into this game, but the NFA side nowhere near as good as Barnet.
I've been proven right.
You've been proven right, I'll give you that.
No, I'm not going to do that to you, Brian.
Yeah.
They picked out 3 decent results recently.
But to be fair, I was saying that Barnet would win comfortably, but to give Yeovil their credit, they were in good form going into this game. But
well, it's been an incredible performance. If you are listening or watching, don't switch off. If you think this is just, game over now, please keep watching, keep listening. It could be a very enjoyable afternoon. Or evening, I should say. Stead wins it back high up the pitch. Still, Stead can't quite get it forward. But it's played aimlessly forward towards Tavares. And what must Mark Cooper be thinking at the moment? He must be... Well, he must be pretty bloody deflated.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I wonder what his half-time tea talk will be. Probably be win the second half. That's what a lot of sides have had to do. Coming to the Hive.
Evans, has he played a brilliant ball over to Garnu? Not quite. It's a good header by Whittle. And here comes Wilson, but Brunt chases him down. But it's a Yeovil Town throw-in on the halfway line as the seconds tick over to half-time. Just 10 seconds to go. And I think if you're a Yeovil Town player and a fan, you want this half-time whistle to come, or maybe even the full-time whistle to come as soon as possible.
I think Yeovil player, you probably take the 3-0 as it is.
Collins was clearly nudged off the ball, but it doesn't matter. Andrew Miller has blown the half-time whistle, and a standing ovation, as you'd expect from the Barnet faithful. Ryan Glover opened the scoring with a rebounded effort. It was Callum Stead who got number 2, was in way too much space in the penalty area, and Anthony Hartigan with probably the pick of the bunch so far from a short corner, which was played back to him, and a first-time hit right into the top corner of Aidan Stone's net. And at half-time, it's Barnet 3, Yeovil Town 0, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant first half from the Bees. 3-0 up, couldn't ask for much more. Like I said, I don't think Barnet have really got out of gear 2. I just think they've needed to be good when needed to be good. Scored brilliant goals. And Anthony Hartigan, like I said, pick of the bunch. And it seems like every single game there's a goal of the season contender from the Bees. And they'll go into half-time knowing that they can keep it up, results go their way, they're that one step closer.
Well, results certainly are going their way. York City still 1-0 down at home to Altrincham, and Forest Green still 1-0 down away at Halifax Town. So, Barnet doing the business. The other 2 closest title rivals not as yet doing the business. You wonder whether this game is kind of done and dusted now. No room for complacency, of course, but damage has been done early doors. And at half-time, it's Barnet 3, Yeovil Town 0. I'll just, before we go for a break, read one or two more comments. We've got Darryl Levine, who's watching from Chicago, says, "Come on, you Bees," from Chicago.
Another American fan.
Brilliant. And Kentaro Koteki, recognisable name, Hive Live regular, is watching from Japan.
Wow.
Yes, and Mr. Goat, of course, says, "Loving the commentary from Tamworth, Staffordshire." So not quite as exotic as the likes of New Zealand, Australia or Japan or Brazil, all the other places we get, but still a location nonetheless. Thank you very much for writing in. We enjoy reading your comments, and we're very much enjoying watching this game, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Second half.
Let's hope the good times continue. Barnet 3, Yeovil Town 0 at half-time, and we'll see you for the second very shortly.
Yeovil are making a change. Another change.
Yep, Yeovil are making a substitution. Welcome back, everybody, as well. As we're about to get underway for the second half of football. It's been a procession, in truth, so far. Ryan Glover opening the scoring, Callum Stead doubling Barnet's lead, and Anthony Hartigan whipping one into the top corner. What a fantastic goal. Can't wait to see that one back on the replay.
Oh, brilliant strike. And
so that's goal number 13 for Callum Stead. It's goal number 2 for Anthony Hartigan, who got a similar goal against York.
Yeah.
17.
Hartigan's clutched up these last few games. Got a lot of assists, got goals.
Yeah, it's going to be Sean McGurk who's coming on here, and Kyrell Wilson, I think, is making way.
Wow.
The Swansea City loanee makes way.
Scored his first goal on the weekend, but hasn't been able to follow that up with anything today. Got hooked off at half-time. Now to Yeovil fans' pleasure, they're going to be Barnet will be scoring in their end.
Yeah, and according to my sources, Sean McGurk is a winger. Or I think he's a winger. So it looks like it could be a like-for-like swap. But we'll see. We shall see. Right, about to get underway here. We are underway now. Yeovil Town kick us off. Now, is it going to be a case of damage limitation, or do the Glovers try and get back into this game, however unlikely it might be?
You like to think, the fans have travelled down. I think the sense of pride is like, come on, we've got to be better in the second half. I think that's what Mark Cooper would have said. But giving it up against the Bees, I think Dean Brennan, you know what he's like. He would say, keep on going. He's big on goal difference. I know Barnet already, 7 goals? I mean, it's probably 10 now, given York are losing.
Well, it was
11.
plus, yeah.
So, but Dean Brennan won't rest in his laurels. He'll be saying, keep on going, score more goals. And that only builds more confidence for them going ahead to the Dagenham Redbridge game on the weekend.
Yeah, remember that game is 12:30, and you can get tickets for a £5 or kids for £1. So make sure you get down there if you haven't bought your ticket already. This is the sort of quality football that we're treated to here at the Hive. Obviously, we love you listening, but let's get down and support the boys if you can. Coker plays the free kick that Barnet won short. Carney, a bit of a poor touch there. Although, has he won a throw-in? Yes, he has, on the far side. In a relatively attacking position, just adjacent to the D. And Ryan Glover has shown a talent for long throws here.
Yeah.
His long throw led to the first goal. Adi Aluo scored against York.
Yeah.
Can he make something here? It's a good throw. Tavares rises for it. It's fallen to Hartigan.
Oh.
Brilliant from Hartigan. Oh, he might have gone for the shot there. He's already scored a brilliant goal. Almost a disappointment that he didn't, just on the edge of the area. Coker is chased down. Can he get the ball in the box? No, he's well blocked there. And Yeovil come away with it. Hartigan had to shoot there, surely.
It's set up so nicely for him. Anthony Hartigan, he's a pass-first guy, and I guess he made the right footballing decision, as you'd say.
I'm not so sure. Idris Kanu has the ball now, and now it's Tavares. Here's Kenlock. Back with Tavares on this near side. Plays it to Kanu, who has taken up Hartigan's familiar quarterback position, and he's driving with the ball, just runs through and makes headway. And now Barnet have it on the far side with Brunt. Here's Glover. Over on the far side with Kanu, who did so well to bring the Bees up the pitch. Full of energy and running is Idris Kanu.
Absolutely. Him and Coker been terrors down either flank, and that's where two of the goals have come from, either side, and that's exactly what Dean Brennan will want. Both flanks offering the same threat.
It's going to be another long throw here from Ryan Glover. In it goes. Good leap away from the Yeovil defender. Hartigan wins the header. Kenlock hits it high up into the air. Can the Bees guard this? They can. Headed over to the right flank, but it'll be guarded by Alex Whittle. And it's out for a Yeovil Town throw-in, well inside their own half. 48 minutes gone, Barnet 3, Yeovil Town 0.
Interesting stat, in each of Barnet's last 3 games, they've scored within the first 10 minutes of the second half.
And they almost had a chance there with Leon Love, as the ball was played into him, just a little bit too overhit, and it's fallen into the hands of Aidan Stone, who plays a drop kick. Bit of a slice that, but it's far enough. Kenlock wins that header, Brunt wins that header, and the header falls to Brunt again. Can he keep control of it? No. Yeovil win it back with Charlie Cooper. Whittle plays a first-time ball towards Nuble. Why do I keep saying that? Nuble. Barnet win it back with Callum Stead. Now Ben Coker on this near side. Callum Stead again. Ken Locke with Hartigan on the centre circle, the scorer of the Bees' third goal, and probably the best of the lot. Collins loses the ball there, and it's fallen all the way to Aidan Stone.
Yeah. I know we're only 5 minutes in, but it feels like we're in the last 5 minutes of the game. Yeovil showing no sign of intensity. Barnet just saying, you know what, if you're not going to be intense, we're not going to have to be intense either. Kind of matching the competition, which is more than good enough.
Yeah, well, it's one of those where it's like if either you maintain the level of intensity and risk injury, or you kind of take your foot off the gas.
Yeah.
Ball finds its way back to Evans, who plays the first time. Ball towards Stead, it's well overhit. Stead decides to give that one up as it's shepherded back.
Sums up Callum Stead giving things up.
Yeah.
When do we ever say that?
You don't see that. One crisp packet he won't chase. Prawn cocktail, probably. I can't stand that.
I love prawn cocktail.
No. Oh, poor ball. And Callum Stead has intercepted that. Gets it over to Unlove, just on the edge of the area. Still Unlove. Can't find a way through. It's found its way to Callum Stead. Plays it back to Coker. Is there enough on that? Yes, there is. Coker drills one in towards the box. It's headed away. And Stead wins that one back. Doing him a disservice there, Brian. He's very much still on the...
It's like he heard us.
Here's Cardew on the far side. Plays it infield to Anthony Hartigan. Now Kenlock on this left-hand side. Spreads it further left with Ben Coker. Infield to Hartigan. Hartigan lines one up from range and almost scores again, just past the post. Stone was worried there for a moment.
Yeah, Anthony Hartigan, he's trying his luck today. He scored already a fantastic goal, came close in the first half, and that one again, really, really close. Opens up nicely for him. He always has a good strike on him, but that one just whistles past the post.
Yeah, clean connection there. I think he was probably regretting not going for that shot that he should have taken about 3 minutes ago. And that one very nearly troubled Aidan Stone, who was scrambling. Yeah. But it still remains Barnet 3, Yeovil Town 0. Vincent says it's snowing in Montreal. Love the commentary, come on you bees.
Wow, another North American fan.
Yeovil try and come forward there, but it's just about dealt with by the bees' defence. Yeovil come forward again, here's Nuble, but Tavares gets a hold of that one. Good play from Tavares, plays it back to Evans, who gets rid of it first time, but Yeovil play a long ball forward again, and someone needs to claim this one.
Whoa.
Excellent from Evans, sprung off his feet there to punch it, although it hasn't quite gone out, and the ball is drilled back into the area, and it's chested down calmly by Stead, who plays it back to Evans again, and Evans just having maybe a bit of fun there.
Maybe he's a bit bored.
Just wanted to get, he was getting a bit bored. He wanted to get involved there. So just the first glimpse in the second half of goal for Yeovil Town. But alas, the Bees just about deal with it. Long ball play towards Unlove. It's fallen to Brunt, tries to hook it towards Ben Coker, but Yeovil get it forward towards Nuble. Collins only had eyes for Nuble as he tried to block him off. Yeovil try to play forward. Carnu, has he won the ball back on that far side? Excellent work from Carnu, but Yeovil win it back.
I've just seen that York are now level in that game.
You're always bringing bad news, aren't you, Brian?
I did say when York go 1-0 down.
Yeah, well, it was,
just in the second half start. Yeah.
There's plenty of time to go in both matches, and Barnet can only focus on their own results.
Absolutely.
Still plenty of time after this, 10 more cup finals to go. Currently this cup final is going very well for Barnet. Here's Carnu on the far side as they launch yet another attack. Here's Danny Collins. Dean Brennan always fancies lots of goals. He always thinks goal difference will be a factor, and perhaps we'll see evidence of that today. Carnu is fouled there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you see the last few games, what was it, 16 goals you said in the last 4 games? I mean, that just goes to show you the effort and the ambition that Barnet is showing. Now, we're not just going to beat teams, we're going to beat teams by a scoreline, and going away to Rochdale and Oldham winning 4-0 and 3-0 respectively is testament to that.
Will Murrell says, my 6-year-old daughter Willow is loving the game and enjoying the commentary. Be Army.
Hi, Willow.
That's lovely to hear. So hello, Willow. Hope you're
having a wonderful evening.
Yes, absolutely. Hope the Bees can score some more goals for you, Willow. They've got a chance to do so here with Ben Coker, who's going to take this sort of corner-esque free kick on the far side. Plenty of Bees to aim at in the middle. Tavares and Love, Glover. He plays it over to Hartigan on the edge of the area, and a shot by Kanu hits the side netting, and the linesman belatedly flags for offside. Bit of a mess that in the end.
Yeah, I mean, good free kick set up. Playing it back to Hartigan, and we'll probably be a bit disappointed that he didn't get the right connection like he did for his first goal on it. It seemed like the ball was played a bit too hard for him, but all in all, fell in the box and an offside was given. Seems like Hartigan's getting a shots off. Maybe he's got a goals bonus in his contract or something.
Maybe. or he's just, when it's they're 3-0 up and Hartigan just fancies it, doesn't he?
Yeah, forget the pass, I'm scoring.
I think he's got the taste for blood after that brilliant third goal. Long ball played towards Evans. Tavares guides it to his goalkeeper, and it's rolled out quickly towards Kenlock, who makes great headway past the halfway line, and now Coker has it on the near side. Yeovil get back into shape, and here's Hartigan. Hartigan often goes unsung, really.
Yeah.
So consistent. Ooh, Stead has been fouled there, just on the edge of the area. The through ball it was a great turn.
Yeah, really good turn. He had to be stopped or he was through on goal there.
Absolutely, he would have been. Stead's already notched one. He's certainly another who's in the mood, and Anthony Hartigan has his hands on this free kick, which is just on this left-hand side outside the penalty area.
Yeah. Very Hartigan range, yes.
Could go for goal here, it's within range.
Yeah.
He's already scored a harder effort than that.
Yeah.
But Ben Coker also has the ball. He might whip this in with his left, but it would favour the right footer if it's going to be a shot on goal. If I'm on the pitch, I'm saying Hartigan go for it. He already scored an absolute beauty. Take it again. 56 minutes gone.
Scored one against York as well, didn't he?
Well, it's either Hartigan or Coker. Coker could curl it round the wall. Hartigan might do the same thing with an in-swinger. It is Coker, and he gets it very wrong, and it goes well over the bar. And I think Hartigan's going to take the next one.
Yeah, I think so. Seems like he donated that to Ben Coker. He's had a very good game, 2 assists. But yeah, Hartigan will definitely be on the next free kick. Yeah. Shouldn't be in that position anyway.
Major anticlimax there, but can't be too harsh given the performance level so far. A wave of optimism just sweeping through the hive.
Yeah, the song of bees going up. The belief is seeping through this crowd.
Yeah.
As we game by game, as we keep on going, I'm sure those songs will be louder and louder and louder should Barnet continue winning.
Yeah, as the games keep coming and the wins keep coming, why not? Coker with some neat footwork to get away from the sliding challenge, and it's back with Hartigan on the halfway line. Now Tavares being chased down by Charlie Cooper, and Evans gets it over to the right hand side with Danny Collins, who's being chased by Nublo, who gives it up. Collins keeps running, so fit and powerful is Danny Collins, gets it over to Kanu. Right by the corner flag now is Idris Kanu. He's being entrapped by 2 different Yeovil players, but gets it back to Hartigan. Infield to Glover now. Still Glover driving forward. Can he get a ball into the box? Bit of a tame one, and Brett McGavin comes away with it, plays a first time ball down the left channel, but it's poor and goes out for a throw into the Bees.
Yeah, nothing's changed. I mean, the first half, second half, exactly the same. Barnet dominating the ball, getting in key positions. Yeovil can hardly get anything to stick up top. It's literally just been doggy runs for Frank Nuble.
Now you're doing it.
Yeah, now I'm doing it as well.
Here's Kanu on the far side. Has he won a corner or a goal kick? No, it looked like he skilled himself up there, and it's a goal kick, Aidan Stone. Stand up if you love Barnet is the chant, and gradually Barnet fans are standing up. Not everyone is partaking, but
we're standing ourselves.
Gradually more and more are beginning to stand up. You were thinking, on a Tuesday night, a bit cold, I don't want to stand up. I can sit down and love the bees.
Yeah.
Ball is played long, Collins deals with it, and Hartigan flicks it back to Collins. Collins slices it, but he's got a second bite of the cherry. He's felled by Newblay, who also falls down himself, and the ball finds its way back to Owen Evans. Plays it first time towards Liam Love. He's being manhandled there. Oh, the header is... There's nowhere near enough power on that. And Callum Stead was inches away from intercepting that. But Aidan Stone came out and did just enough to put him off.
He said it was in his hands. I think Callum Stead knows he should have got a clean contact on it. He had the ball in possession, but he just couldn't get the contact on it. And luckily for the Yeovil Town, they managed to clear away.
Bees come again. Throw was taken quickly, and now it's Brunt on the far side. Looks like Barnet are lining up a change here. I think it's going to be Dom Telford who's going to come on. And Love, great hold-up play from him. Great turn from Love. He's being hounded by 4 different players, but still comes away with it. It's Ben Coker into Stead again. It's well blocked, but again he had far too much space, in the effort from Zach Brunt is sliced slightly wide with his left foot, and it's out for a goal kick. And it's going to be, I think, a double change for the Bees on 60 minutes, which is when Dean Brennan likes to make a lot of his substitutions. I think from our vantage point, it looks like Dom Telford is going to be one of those changes, and Zach Brunt is going to make way. I think Harry Chapman is going to be coming on here. Now, we haven't seen a lot of Harry Chapman through injury. Zach Brunt is getting a standing ovation here from the Bee Army. He's played well without scoring a goal.
Yeah, played very well.
And it's going to be Harry Chapman, Chappers, who is entering the fray here after a long period out with injury. And it's Liam Love who's coming off here. He had a chance literally seconds ago.
Yeah.
And it just shows you what an utter pain he is to play against. He's coming off.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a brilliant link-up hold-up play from him just to try and gather a shot. Couldn't do it, set someone off.
Yeah.
By Liam Love, he's had a good game. He hasn't been involved as much as he usually is. Hasn't really had. I think he's had a shot on goal in this game today, but he's played well, led the line brilliantly as always.
I think he's quite a selfless player, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah,
he's kind of. He just makes the ball stick, and if he can score, great. But if not, he will almost directly or indirectly help Barnet score. It's going to be it's Dom Telford who's come on for Liam Love, and he's a handy goal scorer himself. Is Dom Telford? Will he get an opportunity to notch another?
Yeah, scored a brilliant one against Solihull, wasn't it?
He certainly did.
He's got another good one at Rochdale as well. Fantastic header that was.
Great header. All 5'7" of Dom Telford managed to get that header. Here's Kanu. Plays the first time ball towards Dom Telford. Not quite close enough to him, and Stone comes away with it, plays it down the left channel. But that's loose from Yeovil. Bees win it back high at the pitch. Great play. Here's Telford now. Tries to feed Callum Stead with a square ball, but it was well intercepted, and it's back with Aidan Stone. Stone plays a first time drop kick towards Newblay. Tavares wins the header easily against Cooper. And Coker gets it to Hartigan, and now Kenlock. Here's Harry Chapman, first touches for Chappers. Plays the ball towards Telford. Great footwork from Telford to hang on to the ball there. Kanu on the far side once again. Gets a delivery into the box towards Tavares, but it was well shepherded out in the end by Sonny Bluelow Everton. Newblay holds on to the ball well. Can Yeovil keep possession in their own half? It's gone back to Stone. Plays a first time ball. And is that a push in the back? No, it isn't. And Ryan Glover can come forward for the Bees. Will he go for distance here? Instead, he tries a short ball towards Telford. Didn't quite get it right. It was
Chapman looked like he was available right there for the pass. Glover
he
saw
certainly did. Yeah, great ball with the outside of the foot towards Greenslade. And here's Bluelow Everton for Yeovil. On the halfway line, back with Bluelow Everton. And now Bernard. McGavin. And it's played back to Cousin Dawson. now on the left-hand side.
Just had a check for a screener level at Halifax Town.
Can only focus on your own results at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Tavares does really well to win the ball there. Deep inside his own half, Nublé was chasing him down and he's won a throw-in for his side. Yeovil are set to make yet another change. It's going to be Ryan McLean who's coming on here for Blue Low Everton, who hasn't, again, he's been one of many players who just hasn't been able to make much of an impact for Yeovil.
No one's got in the game for the Glovers. They've struggled, they just haven't had the ball enough, and when they've had the ball, Barnet have just swarmed them and won the ball back, so they just haven't been able to get into the game. But we're just to see Ryan McLean, he's making his debut, was signed, I think that's as early as today, as late as today, so it'd be good to see if he can show any nice touches and see what he can do for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's been drafted in to an injury-ravaged Yeovil side again. You have to sympathise with that. Barnet have had many problems with injury crises over the years, and it really does derail you.
Oh, it does.
So, sympathy for that. But I guess the argument for Barnet will be you can only play who's put in front of you, as the cliche goes, and well, they're certainly doing a good job of that. You sense that they've taken their foot off the gas a little bit, even while still threatening. But here come Yeovil now as play finally restarts. And it's the first touches for new boy Ryan McLean. He's immediately intercepted by veteran Ben Coker. And Hartigan plays the ball forward towards Harry Chapman. Great work from Chapman there on the halfway line. Still Chapman, brilliant. Gets away from his man. He's fouled there. Just a class above is Harry Chapman. You can just see that.
So good.
And he's hauled down there, but I think by Sean McGurk.
Yeah.
Or Charlie Cooper.
Yeah, it's a shame
one of those two has been, but we'll get you confirmation on that as soon as we can.
It's a shame we haven't seen more of Chapman this season. We just know the quality he brings, the touches, the turn. His technical abilities are right up there. I mean, he's definitely can play at a high level, League 2, League 1.
Certainly. Well, Ryan Glover is coming off here. He's getting another major standing ovation from the Bees fans. He got the first goal here. He opened the scoring with by being in the right place at the right time, just fed it into the goal after Ben Coker's header was clawed off the line by Aidan Stone. But he had to be there and he notched his 8th goal of the season. And it's going to be Billy Clifford, who's very much a highly capable replacement in that midfield. More of a technician than a runner, as Dean Brennan would say.
Got a lot of technicians on the pitch. Obviously, you've got Clifford. You've got Hartigan there, technician. Obviously, you've got Chappers as well.
Yeah, Ryan Glover as well is one yellow card away from a ban. And Anthony Hartigan has been fouled by Nublé there, who is bemused with that decision by Andrew Miller. And it's another free kick to Barnet, this time on the sort of right-hand side. About 15 yards outside the penalty area. 66 minutes gone, Barnet 3, Yeovil Town 0. Game's very much slowed down, as we mentioned, but we hope you'll continue to listen just in case there's any update or crazy changes in this game.
Yeah, it's really, really slowed down. I mean, it almost was like it's a pre-season friendly
or a training exercise.
Yeah, training exercise, just attack v defence.
Kanu has it on the far side. Can he get a ball in?
Oh,
it's the header from the Yeovil Town defender. Oh, actually, the referee's given a free kick, I think. Not 100% sure why. Maybe a nudge or an offside.
Yeah,
I don't think it's offside.
I think he thought the ball went. Foul. I'm guessing. I thought maybe the ball went out of play, but it looks like he's just given a free kick to Yeovil.
Yeah. Well, this free kick going to be taken by Aidan Stone, the goalkeeper, which he does. Launches it towards Nublé. Nublé doesn't win that one. Collins hits it high up into the air. Clifford wins the header there, and that's actually turned out really well. Great touch from Chapman. Tries to loop one forward towards Telford. The header away is only as far as Callum Stead. Can he get it over to Coker on the left? He can. Here's Coker. Can he get the ball in early? He can. It's headed clear, only as far as Collins. It's Collins. He took it off Hartigan's feet, really, and took too long to get the shot away. Hartigan gets it over to Coker on the left-hand side, but it's just gone out for a throw-in. And I think Collins fancied that one instead of Hartigan, but he didn't get his shot away quickly enough.
We were saying earlier that Glover scored in the reverse fixture. I think Daniel Collins is probably thinking I can probably get myself on the score sheet as well. It all came close in the first half, so he had a really good effort, which was saved by Aidan Stone.
Brilliant from Hartigan as he lost the ball. He chased it down twice and concedes a mere throw-in. And I remember Dean Brennan in his post-match interview last week saying that he loves to see that in Hartigan's game, the grit. We haven't always seen that in Hartigan's game, but we're seeing a lot more of it now, just that bite in midfield.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, always available, always never gives the ball away. And there's so many adjectives I can use to describe Hartigan, and he's just brilliant, professional, always available on the pitch and off the pitch as well. Fantastic.
Evans has drilled a beauty of a ball over to Coker. I think it's Owen Evans' distribution is worth the entry fee alone, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely, talk about the best passes in the squad, he's definitely up there.
Yeah, can you imagine that? Your goalkeeper being one of your best passers. Yeah. Well, McLean made a run down the right hand side. It was good work from McLean, but he overran it slightly, but he's claiming that there was a late challenge there to the referee, but nothing was given. Even though he hurdled the challenge. Jamie Loveday on the YouTube stream says, be nice to see and Love get on the score sheet. Well, good luck with that because he's off the pitch.
Hey, when did you time that?
Well, that's the last comment, so
he knows when he's that.
I'm pretty confident he would have written that after, but I can confirm that Love is off the pitch. Telford has come on in his place. 20 minutes or so to go. Still Barnet 3, Yeovil Town 0. All 3 goals coming in the first half. Ryan Glover, Callum Stead and Anthony Hartigan getting on that score sheet. Ball is played down the right channel towards McLean. Tavares and Kenlock make sure that comes to nothing, and it's back with Owen Evans. Now what can Evans do this time? A sense of anticipation about where he's going to hit this one. Down the left hand side, great ball towards Telford, although he's not going to rise high enough to win that against Don Bernard, but the header has fallen to Miles Kenlock. Here's Hartigan in the centre circle, plays it to the right hand side with Harry Chapman. Some good touches from him so far, although commentators curse he's lost the ball straight away, and Yeovil come away with it. That's a good ball, and nice first touch there. Ball played towards the substitute McLean. It's still McLean, he's got options in the middle here. McLean! And that was troubling Owen Evans for a second. I think it's gone out for a goal kick. They're claiming a deflection there. But Dean Brennan might be slightly disappointed with that one.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be happy with that. I mean, it was a good bit of play from Yeovil, opened the play up, got McLean away. I thought he put himself a bit too wide. If he carried on going straight, he could have had a shot on goal, and it seemed like it was a cross come, hit the ball at the far post, and luckily for Barnet, that clean sheet is still intact.
Yeah, luckily for Owen Evans as well.
Yeah.
Halifax are now winning 2-1 against Forest Green Rovers, so they're doing the business. It's York 1, Altrincham 1 still.
Yeah, well, that's coming 90 plus 10.
Here's a chance for Tom Telford in the area. Telford gets the shot away, but it was a little bit too close to Aidan Stone, who got down quickly to make the save, and Yeovil come away with it now. Poor touch from McLean, and it's gone out for a throw-in. But Telford, Fox in the box.
Yeah, absolutely. Good first touch, good hit. It was on his weaker right foot, but a good stop from Aidan Stone. But yeah, Telford get himself in the right position. Hopefully he gets another opportunity to get himself on the score sheet.
Here's Clifford. Kenlock loses out there. Good tackle in the end, and Yeovil Town come forward now. Here's Twamley on the right-hand side. Not quite sure when they snuck on Twamley.
Yeah, it seemed like he just
sort of appeared.
Yeah. Maybe a double change must have happened. Don't remember him coming on here, I agree.
That's poor from us, I guess. McLean plays it infield to Twamley. Twamley, good through ball towards Newblade, but Evans sweeps it up brilliantly. Great starting position from him.
Brilliant from Owen Evans. That's exactly what you need.
And Yeovil finally starting to make a bit of headway in the Barnet half and in the Barnet box, but not quite coming off for them at the moment.
Yeah.
But fair play to Yeovil, they've
kept on going.
They haven't given up the ghost, and Barnet are set to make another change here. Jordan Cropper is going to be coming on here, and Idris Kanu will be rested now. He's put himself about plenty. And Jordan Cropper, who hasn't had much game time of late, certainly isn't a starter for the Bees, but an important member of the squad nonetheless, and an able-bodied replacement. And interestingly, he's going to take off Nick Tavares here.
Grimmers.
And Joe Grimwood's coming on. So Nick Tavor is so crucial in that back line. No need to take risks when the game's pretty much done and dusted, right?
Yeah, it just kind of gone straight down the tunnel, so hopefully that's nothing too serious. But yeah, now it's a perfect opportunity to get guys who don't usually play as many games, get them minutes, get them integrated, involved in the squad. It's 3-0 up. Very, very low risk of even losing this game or dropping points. So it's good.
Yeah, well, let's see. Yeah, let's hope it just needed to go to the toilet there.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. He looked like he was alright coming up.
Brilliant play. Bit of a dodgy throw that from Bernard as it fell through his hands. Telford tries to nod it on towards Harry Chapman. It's played back towards Stone under a bit of pressure there. And it's fallen to Danny Collinge. Newblade chasing, and Newblade's actually won it off Collinge on the far side. Great work from him. And plays it over to McGurk. It's now on the far side. Back with Newblade. Newblade plays a ball in towards... Well, it was Twamley, actually. Just fell kindly enough for Owen Evans in the end. But yeah, in the last 5 minutes or so, Yeovil have shown way more signs of threat than they have the entire game. And you almost wonder where that's been. Barnet have taken the foot off the gas, yes, absolutely. But
I think that's largely towards... their game plan's changed over. I guess you can play a bit more free or 3-0 down. You've got nothing to lose. And like I said, Barnet have taken the foot off the gas. I think a combination of that combination is the reason why Yeovil look more threatening. But even saying that, they haven't really looked that threatening, if we're being truly honest. They've just had a couple of balls in the box. And that's been it, really. Owen Evans hasn't really made any saves again. I feel like we say that every single commentary.
We don't actually know how good Owen Evans is because he's never tested.
Yeah, it's true. Very, very true.
We've seen him make some good stops.
We have, yeah.
So it's slightly unfair, but
I think Forest Green, he made one.
He made a brilliant save against Tamworth, and that ultimately set up the Barnet goal, Callum Stead's goal. But here come Yeovil now, launching a bit of a counter-attack now. It's Ryan McLean. It's over to the left-hand side with Newblade. Bit of a loose one. It's in towards the box, and Coker decides to take no chances and get it out for a corner. And the Yeovil team giving those who travelled from Somerset something now to cheer.
Absolutely. I think also Barnet have a makeshift back five, a lot of changes. Obviously Grimwood's come on, Katawaris has gone off, Carney's gone off, so maybe that adjustment's caused a bit of confusion at times.
I still think there's another goal in this. I'm not sure who it's going to come to. My prediction, of course, was 3-1 before the game, so there is a chance.
You're open to no clean sheet.
You will owe me a Rubicon or ginger beer. Drilled in towards the box, and the header goes out for a goal kick.
So are you hoping for the 3-1 or are you hoping for the 3-0?
No, I'd rather the clean sheet than the ginger beer. We have a pact that if I get the prediction right, Brian owes me a ginger beer, and if you get the prediction right, I owe you a Rubicon.
Yeah, that's what you currently owe me.
Do I?
Yeah.
Did you say 3-0?
On the Hartlepool game.
No, that we did the agreement after that.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We keep receipts here at Hive Live.
Fair.
We keep receipts here at Hive Live. I'm going to listen back to the full 3 hours.
Clean slate.
Bees hook it forward now. Bit of head tennis, and Clifford gets it over to Stead on the right-hand side here. Oh, that's very heavy touch from Stead. And he's actually committed the foul as he tried to win it back. Very poor from Stead, who's had an otherwise very good game.
Yeah. Good game from Callum Stead. I mean, Callum Stead, similar to Anthony Hartigan, always gives a 6-7 out of 10. With Callum Stead, it's always just been about his end product. Scoring goals, missing chances, because he does that a couple times. But today, he's been clinical, scored his goal, scored in the last 3 games. So his shooting boots have firmly been on these last few matches, and that's what we need from Barnet, The remaining end of the season, the championship rounds, and Barnet are doing everything they need to be doing their job, winning games. That's all you can do at this moment in time. Win your games.
Long ball nodded on by Newblade, and he's pulled it back, but it's cleared away. And Hartigan can come away with it. Oh, that's hit the back of Stead's heel, and Yeovil have won possession back inside the Barnet half. Ball played into the penalty box. Yeah, B's the level of performance has definitely dropped. It can be forgiven, but the performance levels have definitely dropped.
Yeah, being 3-0 up, you can definitely forgive it. I mean, what that matters is the 3 points. And the clean sheet, you know.
Newblade tries and fails to exploit the high line there, and Bees come away with it. You feel though that the Bees, even though now they're not quite as dominant, that if they get a chance, they have the quality to put one away.
Absolutely. I mean, Dom Telford in attack, Callum Stead's up there, Harry Chapman, definitely got the
lots of
quality.
goal scorers on that pitch. Here's Cropper, plays it towards Collins, that's loose, and Collins looks a little bit exasperated with that one. Although Stead has won the ball back excellently there, and he needs to play it quickly now. Here's Clifford, over to Coker on the near side. Coker tries to play a short, a ball on the floor to Telford. Poor decision in the end.
Yeah. I was told I always bring bad news. I'm going to bring some good news.
I've just seen it.
Down to Altrincham at home.
Altrincham have got their noses in front here, haven't they?
Alty, I mean, no. Obviously, Barnet still got to go there, but boy, Alty, they're just that side, aren't they?
My word. Well, Altrincham are York's bogey side. York haven't beaten Alty since 2010.
No, that's going to carry on, it seems like.
At the moment, here comes Ben Coker on the left-hand side. Can the Bees compound the good news? In it goes towards Dom Telford. Gets it back to Coker on this near side. Here's Billy Clifford. And I think the news has filtered through the Bees fans.
Absolutely, the atmosphere has just increased.
Here's Clifford on the left-hand side. If only there was a megaphone that we could broadcast that to the players. Here's Billy Clifford. Over to Dom Telford. Oh, Telford's been tripped. It's a penalty kick to Barnet. He was too quick, was Dom Telford. And Yeovil Town have conceded a penalty here. And Barnet will now have an opportunity. It was
Finn. Salt into the wounds.
Yeah, it was Finn Cousin Dawson with the trip. Dom Telford, tricky.
Yeah, we've been saying he's got good feet, he's got good technical ability, and that's what he does.
And it's
good feet, got to put it down.
It's going to be Harry Chapman who has the ball in his hands here. Chapman's been away for a long time, and this would be a really nice moment for him as he comes back into the squad. So penalty Barnet. Harry Chapman is going to take this one. He's scored 3 already, 3 goals in normal play, Southend, Altrincham and Tamworth. Can he get his 4th goal of the season and Barnet's 4th with this penalty? This would really put the icing on the cake.
Absolutely.
A gaggle of Bees fans have gathered to watch it. Chapman steps up and scores! Calmly into the right-hand side. And there's a bit of a pitch invader here who's run onto the pitch with Harry Chapman.
Yeah, he almost did his flip onto him. But good penalty from Harry Chapman, sends the keeper the wrong way. And that just caps off a brilliant performance from the Bees. And that's exactly what Barnet will want to have. They've won the second half already in the second half.
Brilliantly calm and composed penalty from Harry Chapman. But someone has entered the pitch, and Ben Coker is actually grabbing him and taking him off the pitch.
Yeah,
someone's got a little bit too excited, and the steward is now dragging him off. I think
it's a kid.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one that he might regret, and the police are dealing with that one. Bit of an unsavoury moment there, despite such a brilliant moment. Let's forget about that, because
absolutely.
It's Barnet 4, Yeovil Town 0. A bit of silliness there, but let's focus on the football. That was an excellent penalty. Stone went the wrong way completely, and Harry Chapman gets his 4th goal of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for Chapman. He's been out a long time. He's come back last couple of games, and that just caps off. You know, hopefully now we can see the real Harry Chapman now that he's fully fit. But he will struggle to get back into the side given the great form of the other players that I'm playing for Barnet, but good moment for him. And 4-0, I meand you can't complain with that, can you?
You certainly can't. And you certainly can't complain about the other results.
Oh, I mean, perfect.
Either. And
York and
Gateshead are also losing. Not that matters a great deal to Barnet. Not really not in the title race. And it's actually former Barnet player Justin Amaluzor who's got the goal for Altrincham.
Yeah.
So Agent Justin,
who'll get a standing ovation next time you ever see him, won't he?
He actually scored here for Altrincham as well. Here comes Harry Chapman. Feeds Stead. Can he put it back? He can, but no one was there, and Barnet was so close to a fifth there. No one was arriving at the back post. A mixture of not the best ball and no one really being there. Here's Jordan Cropper. The referee's given a handball against him there.
I've just seen Dean Brennan, he's got his hands on his head, he's like, how can I not have been 5? He just demands perfection. Even though you're falling up, Dean Brennan wants more goals. I don't think Barnet will be able to eclipse that 7-0 win over Tamworth tonight, but they definitely could have got more goals, couldn't they?
We say this every game, don't we, though?
Oh, yeah.
And if football worked like that, every game would probably be 8 or 9-0, but it just doesn't really work like that.
No, at all.
However, the chances being created, yes, you would fancy. And I did say there would be another goal in this, and we also said that Barnet would have the quality to take that chance when it came.
Yep, and it did.
And
yeah, you did say there was another goal in this game.
I certainly did. I know everything. Is what I'm trying
Apart
to say
from
here.
The prediction, you did say 3-1.
No, I didn't. And the ginger beer has disappeared into thin air
Until Saturday.
Here comes Danny Collins for the Bees on the far side now. Great work from Cropper. Cropper cutting inside. Still Cropper. Has he been hauled down? It's another penalty. Yeovil complained, but Andrew Miller has given yet another penalty to Barnet on 85 minutes, and there's a chance here to make it 5.
I mean, that's a fantastic driving run from Cropper. He just keeps on going, keeps on driving, and he just goes down. He's been brought down. It's a penalty kick. And another opportunity.
Dom Telford's got this one in his hand. He fancies this one. No, there's not going to be a second one for Harry Chapman.
Yeah, it looked like Billy Clifford he wanted to get on the score sheet as well.
They all fancy it. They're all queuing up, but it's Dom Telford who has claimed responsibility here.
A 5-star performance, maybe.
Could it be? Goal number 5. Dom Telford steps up for the Bees and scores! Puts it the other direction to where Chapman went. Stone went the wrong way once again, and it's Barnet 5, Yeovil Town 0.
I mean, it's just rubbing salt into the Yeovil wounds. 5-0 down. Again, another solid spot kick from B, sending the keeper the wrong way. And Dom Telford scores again, and he's been a good signing since he's come in on loan. And that's what we need off the bench. Having 2 players score goals is exactly what Dean Brennan would have wanted. And the substitutions have worked perfectly.
Well, the Bees haven't had many penalties this season, but like London buses, 2 at once. Absolutely typical. Great work from Jordan Cropper to win that foul.
Fantastic run.
And it's Barnet 5, Yeovil Town 0, 87 minutes gone now. And it's been an absolutely perfect evening as it stands for Barnet. It's Barnet 5, Yeovil 0. It's York City who are still losing against Altrincham at home, and Forest Green are still losing against Halifax. If Carlsberg did Tuesday nights,
this would be the one. Absolutely, a 5-star performance from the Bees. And to be fair, football is a weird one because Barnet beat York 3-1. Barnet beat Yeovil 5-0, but if you picked what performance was better, what was more dominant, you definitely say the York City one. But on paper, people look back on it and think Barnet beat Yeovil 5-0, they must have demolished them. It hasn't been that, but Barnet haven't had to get out of gear 1, honestly.
So that makes it now 12 goals in the last 3 games, with 0 conceded. 12 goals in 3 games.
Yeah. Super team. Hopefully, if all things pattern out the way we want it to go, this could go as one of the best teams.
And the Bees want more. Here is Chapman! Still Chapman! Oh, that would have been sensational! And he falls to the floor in exasperation because that would have been absolutely incredible. Just past the post.
Now that potentially would have been goal of the game had he pulled that one off. I mean, it's similar to Cropper. Drive and run, bust through a couple of defenders. He's literally on the goal. I don't know how he puts it wide. He just toe pokes it just past the post, and what would have been a fantastic goal. It goes away.
What a goal it would have been. I remember watching Harry Chapman against Wealdstone in the away game. I mentioned this to you earlier.
Yeah.
He was so close to scoring yet another absolute worldie, but for a good save from the keeper. This one's just wide. Harry Chapman just showing what he's about here.
Honestly, and Harry Chapman is someone that's come off the bench, just going to show you the strength and depth.
He's been injured for months. He's been injured for months. You wouldn't know it, would you?
No.
Incredible.
Imagine what could have been had Barnet had him fit. I mean,
well, Yeovil had a bit of a renaissance just before as they plugged the gap, but those two penalties have absolutely taken the wind out of the Glovers' sails. And as we tick over to the 89th minute, it's Barnet 5, Yeovil Town 0. 5 different goal scorers as well.
Wow, yeah, that's a manager's dream, isn't it? 5 different goal scorers. And that just goes to show you the strength and depth Barnet have. Hartigan, Glover, Stead.
Incredible play from Hartigan there. Just about loses out to McGavin. But that's poor. That's a poor pass out. Coker wins it back. The energy levels are just incredible. And I think those goals have actually re-energised Barnet. They've got a bit of a second wind
absolutely,
here.
Yeah.
Here's Clifford now in the centre circle. Plays it over to the right-hand side to Danny Collinge. And now Cropper. Clifford again. Still Clifford. Short to Cropper. And now Chapman, who very nearly scored an absolute beauty, as we just mentioned. It's over to Kenlock. He's got some space to operate. And that was very poor from Kenlock, although the Bees win it back instantly with Chapman. Here is Chapman, tries to feed. I think Telford couldn't quite get it right. And here's McLean for Yeovil coming out. But Stead relentless once again. And that's earned a few pieces of standing ovation from the Barnet fans as well. 4 minutes of added time, 4 minutes left before Yeovil Town are put out of their misery here.
Yeah. It's been tough for the Glovers. I mean, coming to the high for any side, we always say it all the time, it's going to be a tough ask, and Yeovil have felt the full brunt of that the whole game.
Results still going Barnet's way as it stands. And Jez Lowry, I hope it is Jez or not Gez, says, Rory and Brian, thank you for another great commentary, full of passion and enthusiasm. Well, there is no other way to do it, is there?
No,
thanks very much.
Just missed it. Callum said literally handballed it. The referee said play on. And that's what the Yeovil players are complaining about now. Not that makes much of a difference to the result.
Everything has gone Barnet's way this evening.
Yeah. Refereeing decisions. Just look at the 2 penalties shouts again. Not that would have changed the result.
And Jordan Cropper is going to launch a long throw here on this near side. Bees want more here. Plenty of Barnet players in the attacking third, well into the penalty area. In it goes. It's headed away. Bit of head tennis again. Nublé absolutely thumps it clear. Owen Evans is going to come and collect this. Owen Evans is being told to shoot here.
More than capable.
Yeah, plays it short to Billy Clifford on the near side. Clifford tries to drill one towards Cropper, who'd made a good run, but didn't quite get the pass right. And it's out for a goal kick to Yeovil. Just a few more comments, just to massage our own egos, I suppose. Kieran Hurahan, who's another Hive Live regular, loving the commentary. You guys are very good at your job. Wow, thanks. I'm going to put that on the CV.
Appreciate that.
Rob Townsend, I agree with Jez. Wonderful commentary, thank you both of you. Couldn't make the match tonight, says 350 Goose Boy. Love the commentary. And Richard Rolfe, thanks for the commentary. Like the Bees team, excellent. Well, that
screenshot all those comments.
Almightily, we will certainly screenshot those. Almightily kind of you. Thanks very much for tuning in. We love to have you here.
Yeah, so we can make sure this continues.
Yeah. Here come Yeovil. Could they get a consolation here? In comes the ball. It's headed well away by Joe Grimwood. As the seconds eke away. Just keeping a close eye on those other results. York do have a knack, and Forest Green as well, for getting late equalisers. But even if York or Forest Green got a late goal, it still isn't ideal for them to draw.
They need 2 goals at least.
So this is an absolutely utopian evening. That's loose from Barnet. Here's Newblade. Could he go from range? And that just about sums up the quality that Yeovil have offered tonight. He drags it wide with his left, and cheers from the Barnet fans rub salt in their wounds. Evans goes long quickly towards Telford. It's headed clear for a throw-in. Callum Stead will take this one. About 40 seconds left. By the way, we will of course be recording our customary post-match podcast where we will dissect this brilliant performance and talk up the bees. So keep an eye on that. We'll be posting that on the YouTube channel tonight. Here's Danny College over to the right-hand side. It's out for a throw-in again. And about 10 seconds left. I think that's pretty much it. We're just waiting for Andrew Miller to blow his whistle here. And blow the whistle he does. I'm running out of superlatives to describe just how incredible this Barnet team is. 12 goals in their last 3 games. 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. It just doesn't get much better than that. And with York City losing and Forest Green losing, if results stay that way, it means that Barnet will be 9 points clear.
Wow, it's a special team. We said it, the mentality to continue to keep winning at this rate. Like you said, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, all clean sheets. They don't concede a goal. They score goals for fun. And this squad is a squad that will contend absolutely for the title. And they're pulling away as results keep on going Barnet's way. It's testament to Dean Brennan, testament to his side, testament to the fans as well for sticking by them through thick and thin. And hopefully Barnet are a game closer to the EFL.
Well, a game closer to the EFL is what this probably is, all things considered. What a huge evening of results it has been. 5 different goal scorers for Barnet today.
Wow.
Ryan Glover, Callum Stead, Anthony Hartigan, Harry Chapman with a penalty coming back from injury. And Dom Telford scoring Barnet's second penalty in quick succession. Cries of Dino, as we're so used to here. What a magnificent job he's done.
Oh, honestly.
He has taken Barnet
Been a godsend.
from the doldrums. In 2021, Barnet lost this fixture 4-1. They had JJ Hooper up front. How times change.
That's up, when you get a coach, you get a buy-in from the top to the bottom. Everyone's bought into Dean Brennan, and that's exactly what kind of coach he is. They had playoff heartbreak the last 2 seasons, but the third time of lucky. Hopefully this time it'll just be through the league. And Dean Brennan's been a godsend for Barnet, and they've repaid him through the plays, through the results. And honestly, what a side we're seeing. It's been a joy to watch this every single week that we've been here.
It really, really has. Still 2-1 in the other games, keeping a very close eye on that. But as we say, even a draw isn't ideal for either of those sides. And what a huge leap towards the National League title this is, still with 10 games to go. No signs of complacency in this squad. The mentality that these players have shown, they have stepped it up a gear. I mean, they were good before, but they have stepped it into another stratosphere at the moment.
Yeah, honestly, and Barnet are doing exactly what you expect a team at the top of the league to do. To a side like Yeovil, who are mid-table, and Barnet just absolutely demolished them, and that's what you have to do in this league. Show your pulling power, show your muscle, and that's what Barnet have been doing the whole season, especially at the Hive. I mean, undefeated, what's that? 15 wins out of 18 games. Unbelievable form. Unbelievable, and that's exactly what they deserve. They performed brilliantly, but like we say, job is not finished. Still 10 more to go, but within the next 5 to 6, 7 weeks, we may see history at the Hive.
Well, I think if you're a Dagenham supporter, you're watching this and you're thinking, my goodness, it could be a cricket score on Saturday, but that is often not how football works. I saw a few sort of dry, cynical comments saying that it would be just Barnet to lose against Dagenham and Redbridge and break the unbeaten record. But no signs of that happening now without a loss against a side here at the Hive. this season, and without a loss in the regular season since Chesterfield last year, February 2024. It's just an insane record. And you can just hear the optimism flowing through this club at the moment. What a season, what a club, what a team.
Wow.
It has finished here at the Hive. Barnet 5, Yeovil Town 0. Thanks very much for joining us, and we hope you'll be joining us, or at least joining the team, for the Dagenham game on Saturday. We'll be there for that. We'll be there with bells on if you can't make that one. But make sure you do come down to the Hive if you can. Football for a £5, kids for £1. Look out for the post-match podcast online on YouTube. And of course, give us a follow on Hive Live Radio. You've been listening to myself, Rory Edwards, alongside Brian Matovu. Brian?
Oh, fantastic evening. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been an absolutely brilliant performance from the Bees, and we've enjoyed it once again. And see you all on Saturday. If you can't make the game, we'll be there. Hive Live Radio.
Yeah, and thanks once again for all your kind comments. It really does keep us going as well.
Yeah, we appreciate it a lot. Absolutely, we love it.
We do. So wherever you may be, have a lovely rest of your evening, and we hope to see you on Saturday. Take care.